let's get to our Dolphins stuff going on. And, I was talking about Drew Rosenhaus on this weekend yesterday on Channel 7 for his fluff segment that he does on Channel 7 every week for 30 years. And he's talking, what's it called? Deepest qualities talking to him about, the lack of discipline and what does McDaniel do to correct it? And there's no mention from Deep Pasquale about Tyreek, and there's no mention, obviously, from the agent of Tyreek. So, and when we talk about undiscipline and being late and all that kind of stuff, and Tyreek's the number one problem on this team. Okay, number one when it comes to undiscipline, he's number one on and off the field. But no mention from either side, nothing whatsoever. And it's interesting, the word quitting, right? Because we're watching Jimmy Butler quit right now in the Miami Heat. But for the Miami Dolphins, and folks, don't forget to smash the hell out of the like button. For the Miami Dolphins, quitting has been a thing forever. Forever. Jimmy Johnson quit on the Miami Dolphins. His last year with the Dolphins, he brought in Dave Wannstedt to put the training wheels on him so he could take over the following season. He didn't go to the Senior Bowl. I believe he didn't even go to the Combine. Okay? He mailed it in that year. In fact, it ended with the 62-7 loss, Marino's last game of his career. Jimmy Johnson, the coward that he is, all he did was he had a statement after the game and did not take a question. After creating the mess he created that year, the dysfunction he created that year, what he did to Marino, all of that, he quit. He quit that entire, brother, I would see the cases of Heineken rolling into the building. That guy mailed it in and did not give a shit about the team or you guys in that final season. Ricky Williams, 2 weeks before the season's about to start, the guy gives up on the team because he's tired of playing for Dave Wannstedt and taking a pounding, so he goes to smoke weed. Quitting. So when Tyreek does it in week 17, just want you to know it's a thing for the Miami Dolphins that people quit, coaches quit, players quit. I know some of you, when I posted it on Twitter, they mentioned Saban. Actually, Saban didn't really quit. He resigned. He stepped down. He went to take another job. He didn't leave it in the middle of the season. He wasn't not trying in the middle of the season. No, he was working on moving on in the offseason. So it's not like a complete quit, like in the middle of a game, or not even trying during an entire regular season like Jimmy Johnson, or literally leaving your team on a lurch right before the season's about to start and you're Ricky Williams. That's quitting. But let's pick on Tyreek, but let's also focus that because I this has been a theme on my show for a little while now, because too many of you think that what goes on now with the Dolphins has only been going on the last 2-3 years or 5 years, and it's been going on for 40. For 40 years, they've been chokers. For 40 years, they've been a soft-ass team. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's watching them get run over by Riggins or watching Theismann take the ball away from Bocamper. Okay? Or watching them get trounced by San Francisco, or watching them get throttled by Buffalo in the early 90s. Doesn't matter what era it is, the Dolphins have always been a soft-ass bunch that gets throttled. And they always lose in big moments. And they rarely, for the last 40 years, ever make deep runs in the playoffs. Hell, they rarely ever win games in the playoffs. So I just want to make sure that, the Tyreek thing, yeah, he's a quitter. Of course he is. But so is Jimmy Johnson. And so is Ricky Williams. This isn't anything new. Okay? Losing is nothing new for the Dolphins. Choking is nothing new for the Dolphins. Being soft is nothing new for the Dolphins. Having players and coaches literally quit on the Dolphins is nothing new. That's what this culture has been for a long, long time. The second half of Shula's run, all the way till now, it's been nothing but embarrassments and whatever you want. Bad trades, bad signings, bad moves, bad coaching, whatever. It's been going on for 40 years. This team has never been ready for big moments. They're never an elite team. They're never a tough team. And they constantly have people that quit on them all the time. Nothing new here.